finger guns.
Oh, hello, 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 hello. This is 3020 Gaming. My name is Kevin, and these amazing people have agreed to come and play a game with me today, and that makes me happy. These amazing people are, let's start with Luna.
Hello, I'm Luna. I am here tonight. I missed last week. Unfortunately, I've been sick, but I'm so happy to be able to come out and play this with these lovely people. You can find me tomorrow night, as long as we are still going, on our Rapscallion Thirsty Seas game as Jacques Crusoe, the French scallywag. And then on Mondays, I play in our Grave New World Buffy the TTRPG game as May Lipinski, a white witch who is just trying to date someone for the first time in her life
Yep,
and is trying her best.
yep.
Other
Yes,
than that,
it's yeah.
I'm
And honestly, I mean, it's going pretty well.
other than that, I am just around here.
Yes. Other than the recently opened Hellmouth. But never mind. Tune in on Mondays to see more of that. Meanwhile, tune in on Tuesdays to see our next player for this evening. That's all the hint you get. Brilchan.
Yeah, hello, hello. I'm. What's the day? I always forget the days.
Today's Friday.
Yeah, no, today's Friday. I'm playing Ario, the Pact of the Rose warlock
Yes,
with
you
an
are.
amazing voice. Yeah, I'm sorry, my ADD
Oh, it's
says
all
that
good.
I had to tweet or something.
It just my inner cat is just.
Yeah, I also I also play another character in on this channel in a game of Carnage Heights, Cyberpunk Red. I play the recently re-addicted, drug addicted socialist hacker Red Kraken, and maybe there will be some things in the future, but don't jinx anything. We don't know if it
we,
will
we
if
have
it
to
will
find a
work or
spot. Yeah,
not.
that's what I'm saying there.
Maybe something in the future, or maybe not. And also, my character is inspired by an amazing free browser game, Fallen London. That's an indie game like the old Zork things, but it has some graphics too. It's very interesting. Cult Cthulhu Light, inspired by the mythos, but it's very queer friendly, and it's an amazing, deep, rich story, deep lore. Check it out, fallenlondon.com. It's free to try. You can pay something for special stories. I just want to shout it out because I've been playing it for years and it's amazing. That's all
Thank you.
from me. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. I love the inspiration. And that brings us around the table to the creator of the subclass that we are testing this evening. The subclasses of subclasses. Three of the four packs are here tonight. Again, that's why we included them in the titles in the game, so you can see exactly, because all the characters are representatives of or they have the same patron. Anyway, that would be our very own, and I still can't believe we got you on screen, and it makes me so happy, Kalina Hitana. Hello. Welcome, and tell us all about where else we can find you when you're not here. Because I think you're the only one that I haven't gotten like 12 games a week yet. Yet. We're working on it. You have, yes, you have your own channel. I've seen you. You've been playing Elden Ring. Yeah. Mostly, yeah, Elden Ring recently, yeah. Well, they just did an update, right? Which made you happy? The new patch made your martial arts weapons a lot. Oh, nice. Well, I don't. Is that considered a success when an Elden Ring update makes things easier? I thought they were supposed to make things hard. Anyway, Popped up. There's the link. Thank you. The speedy Karis. We have Karis back in the chat tonight, so all links and technical things will be taken care of. Thank you, Karis. You have no idea how good it is to see you again. Mwah. With that, let's do the stuff. The game we're playing tonight is we're using D&D 5e, but we are playing some subclasses created by our very own Kalina. The art was done mostly using Hero Forge. In fact, all of the characters that are here tonight used Hero Forge to create them. And let's just do this. Oh, first a little hint for anyone watching along. If the following phrases sound familiar to you, you will have recognized the game that they're playing against tonight. Cemetery Recruitment, Death Denied, Rancid Rats, and Tattered Mummies. That's all you get as far as hints go. Let's do the thing.
Are you gonna perfume the rats? They won't be rancid for long.
When last we met, our two of the current party, plus one who is not here, defeated a tutorial at the start of the game. One of those insanely easy tutorials that makes you feel like you're going to be really, really good at this. But in the end, the playing cards flutter to the ground. And as Rome turns and opens his mouth to speak, he's sucked up. Hang on. There we go. I turned on the original sound for you so you can hear my noises. Otherwise, Zoom makes those go away. But yeah, it just and he's sucked up into the space above you. See, it was worth the noise, wasn't it? It was a good noise. And he's gone. The two of you that are left, look around, and for the first time, you have a moment. Eli liked having his pets around. Well, seeing as how you typed first, Kalina, the two of you are left with a moment, finally, to introduce yourselves and to maybe try and make some sense of this. You got a bit of a hint from your patron, the essence of last time. You got the idea that you're part of a team that will be fighting some sort of battle, but you didn't really get a chance to introduce yourself. So, Ario, I imagine you're probably the first one to open your face.
Because the Mademoiselle Tom colonist asked at the end of the last week.
Yes.
So he would use Mask of Many Faces to head or top hat and a frog with coattails.
Okay, yeah, I love it.
And he would bring down his top hat.
Fight. Victorian gentleman.
Glorious bow.
Yeah. Ooh.
And say,
try and keep the lungs inside.
Yes,
sorry.
Yeah. And he's got a cough because he's stressed after the fight because he usually runs away. And he's like, my stage name is Ario Subrosa and I'm an opera singer and actor. But my recent name is, which I usually don't say to any. Sorry, maybe you shouldn't go first. My throat is sore after my list of performance.
No worries. I'm just going to mute you. Cough your guts up. Yeah. So yes, he tries to say hello. Chokes on the dust of your battle. I tilt my head to the side a little before saying, hello there. You definitely have a unique accent to your voice. Oh, I love it. And do you introduce yourself? Oh, yeah, here we go. Just half a step behind you. I'm Zedna. Not exactly sure why we both ended up here. And you can unmute yourself when you're ready, bro. Got some ideas, but I want to hear your thoughts. So
thought that I was better. Maybe now. Well, hello, Miss. I'm from Fallen London, and getting out of there was one of the reasons I made my pact. And I don't usually give out my birth name, but since we have the same patron, my real name is Christine name is Stanisław Aleksander Karol Ślepowronski. But the most commoners Ario is but so keep that a secret. Sorry.
So that means the two of you know you're of the same patron. You kind of knew that already, but now it's confirmed. You've introduced yourselves to each other, and normally I would let this scene go on for a little bit, but I'm gonna just cover for the fact that we're not quite done coughing over there yet. So it's all good, all part of the game. The two of you hear a voice coming down from above. And if that makes you look up above here, the sky is clearly like a membrane. It's not infinite space like it is here. There's like you can see it's like a skin. The world is that small. And a voice from beyond it, you hear, all of you are connected. You have history, even though these versions may not remember that. I believe with this hand I can win, but with our missing card, and he looks where Rome used to be, I will be needing a replacement. Oh, I know. One of my newest recruits. And they pull, a deck appears in one hand, and they turn it over, and they play it to the table. And as they do, you hear the of the dropping out of space, plummeting so fast you can't see them, lines trailing behind the anime image that you hit. There's the big donut of dust, which hides you until you are dramatically revealed. What is the pronunciation of your name? I probably should ask that before we started tonight.
It's Irie.
Irie, okay. Irie, what were you just doing, and where in time and space were you when you were doing it?
Um, well, I was just trying to beat this level of the game I was playing, in my house where I live. Um, and then, I thought the deal was that 65 and a heart attack. I'm 28. What what?
Speaking, you kind of got that you to this next question already. But what was the deal that you cut with this patron, and why did you cut it?
I wanted to be at home playing video games all the time and not have to have a job. And so, basically my apartment's paid for. I have an allowance. I have like a cook and a maid, and then I would just drop dead at 65.
I'm I'm trying not to add that to my to-do list. But anyway, um, so in that case, if that is, no, I'm not doing that. I just realized that's only fucking 7 years away. No, no, I take that back. I completely withdraw that. I'm not done. What So if that was the deal, you've just been pulled through time and space and slammed into this weird place with these people. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh my god. I've been isekai'd.
Not to mention that you're outside, you can see grass. It's freaky. Um,
What is that thing in the sky?
So, with what is that thing in the sky and the dust clearing? What do they see? Because once you explain this, that landing is going to be completely different in everybody's head.
Um, Yeah, so I'll say this in a regular voice.
Yes, yes,
Since
please.
I'm
Save.
describing.
Yep.
Um, Irie is a technically a satyr, but they are a jackalope. So they have like the rabbit legs. They are not wearing pants or shoes because they do
Mhm.
not fit.
Yep.
But they have fully furry rabbit legs with the big rabbit feet.
Yep.
Um, and then they are wearing just like a regular like hoodie,
Yep.
uh and they have like shoulder length, like kind of like a bob-ish, with just like really bad blonde highlights at the end. Bad bleach job, bad.
Yep.
It's grown out way too far.
Yep.
um and they have big long rabbit ears pointing straight up, and it looks like they also got dyed on the end, and then they
Yep.
have a nice big set of like branching antlers.
Hmm.
And they have a like a gaming console in their hand because they were playing a game.
Yep.
And then they have a like a gamer backpack slung over one shoulder. they're
Yep.
just they,
Oh wow.
they're a rabbit, and so they kind of just landed
Yeah.
on their feet. Like,
Yes.
so they're kind of like
Yes.
crouched down, game in hand, like,
What
Yeah.
the hell?
That was the image in my head because everybody else sort of came in and landed in the 3 point
Yeah.
pose, right? And then I just
Kalina
in my
asked
head
if it was I am Chappos from
in my
Dragon
head
Ball, like
I
this
heard the
plane.
plummeting sound and then and then as the dust cleared, you're just kind of gently bouncing. I'm sorry,
So
but yeah.
above the table, you said that technically she is a satyr, so she's from Shadowrun, or just your creation.
As far as I know, they're from 2024, and it's
yeah,
just there just happens to be jackalopes now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
from a magical
yeah.
futuristic world.
A
No
version
problem.
similar to ours, but
Amazing.
much
Thank
more
you.
fun. Uh, so with that, Irie, you look around and like, you're somehow standing in the ruins of the Colosseum. You've probably seen that in the game somewhere.
Yeah,
But
Kingdom Hearts.
it's clearly an arena environment because there's nothing rendered beyond the Colosseum itself. These two that are standing in front of you look pretty much okay, but there's a bunch of blood on the ground and there's like bits of armor and things, and then there's a handful of playing cards.
Oh, oh no, I don't play this kind of games.
Honey, I think you don't have a choice. I think we have a similar friend, and hello, another bow with his top head off, royal bow. I think you've just been drafted into our war.
Meanwhile, I'm waiting for this. Meanwhile, Zedna looks up at this guy and says, next time ask before you just yank me away. Because Zedna has a similar deal. Like, none of you, including Rome, ever made an agreement that they could call you to do their bidding at any moment. There was a deal in place. This is super deal except for Ario, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of my deal
This is
was to get
technically in
out of
violation of
the
my
crazy cave.
Yeah, yeah. All you
Okay,
hear.
but like, I'm sure there was some fine print, and I know I'm one of those kind of people. I just accept the acknowledgement and move on.
Yeah, you should have read the print when you are dealing with devils on the daily basis. You know to read Hell's contracts, so
the
I know what I signed up for.
the sky
A little.
the sky says, I lied to all of you. Zedna is right. This is not part of the deal. But if the 3 or 4, depending on the hand of you, can win a series of battles, a series of challenges set in front of you, challenges that I cannot help you in, then I will become whole again. And when that happens, you will have everything that I promised you for free, forever, with no strings attached. Irie, you'll never age, so you'll never get to 65. Ario, your own your own place to perform. The choice of what shows happen what nights and who stars in them, yours and yours alone. You'll never lose money.
I would have done it just to get out of that crazy cave.
Zedna? Exactly the opposite. If I ended our agreement, you would die. Instead, eternal life. As long as you are fighting a cause that you find just, you will never age. You can still die by your own foolishness, but you will never age.
Can I have immortality as well? Just for a price? I don't want to be
And
left out.
you can feel the grin coming through space. Ario, Ario, Ario. How about immortality and your 20-year-old body back?
Oh, that would be amazing, indeed. Person, I don't know.
And
See you,
your
madam.
28-year-old voice. And it's like, it's not a cheap shot, but it's like, it's telling you that you peaked at different points in your career
No,
with
no,
different
no.
skills.
The special voice that I have now, thanks
Yes.
to you, is way better. I
Yeah.
want to keep my voice, but there's one problem. You didn't tell me that there will be only fights. You know me, I'm a thief. All the spells you've given me are for taking valuables and running away. If I know we would be fighting, I would try something more offensive. I don't know. I'm just underprepared. You didn't tell me what my role would be.
Trust me,
And
Ario.
yeah.
I built this deck, and they tap it. I know this deck. And they tap it. You are of this deck. You are
He
here
just does a bow.
because your skills will be needed. And Irie, believe it or not, the same is true of you. Although it must be said, no virtual reality you've ever experienced is going to come close to what you're going to see. But perhaps, if you think of it that way, it might be easier. And as the three of you stand there and go eep in various ways. I love it.
Arya would get back his rose and okay, Miss Bunny Rabbit. No, you said that Irie, being called Irie, please accept this little magic rose, token of my power, and it will keep you safe, give you some special abilities to bend fate to your will. Because Miss Tom Colony's Zendaya
Zedna. Yes.
didn't need it last time. So please take this with you.
Irie, you've played enough games. You know magical aura when you see it. This is clearly a magical rose. I do agree that you should give the rose. Yeah.
Is it gonna raise my romance points
our
with you,
newcomer.
is it? Because I'm not.
No. You know, I was a working lad, but I am not interested if you are not.
The voice, this guy says it's not Saturday.
Yes.
Or
No
or
problem,
Monday.
my dear.
Yeah, this is
No.
a different character. Irie's
Yeah.
like, hell no, get
Yeah.
out of here with that
Yeah.
shit.
But yeah, it's clearly
no
a magic
problem.
rose of protection. That's yeah.
It's protection gives you some small abilities to twist fate to your will, and I can when an enemy comes close to you, I can push them back a little from you.
How tall is Ario?
He's 6'4". Like
Okay.
he's
Uh,
huge.
so Ari, who's still kind of like crouched on the ground, just kind of like chilling because
Yeah.
they're comfortable like that, finally stands up, and they're only about 2 inches shorter than you,
Yep.
and they take the rose, and then they just kind of tuck it inside their hoodie pocket,
Yep.
and then they just kind of slouch down, and now they're about 6 foot.
Yeah.
And he steps back and another, this time smaller bow.
And as you
Don't
bow,
worry, I know mantis man and some talking tigers, so a bunny person is no problem.
and as you say that, the world falls out from underneath you. Or to be more accurate, you fall through the world underneath you. It's just like falling into black tunnels, just
Clipped.
gone.
We just clipped.
Yeah, just yeah,
Geronimo!
yeah. Oh yes, thank you. Yeah, we're in an anime, so yeah, it's just that sort of montage of just you falling in multiple. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
Bloody hell!
As you're falling through space and time, and then one at a time again, it's poof, poof, boing, as the three of you land. This time the dust clears, and you can feel it on your tongue. It's ash. You can feel it in the air. It's ashy. Everything here is burned, but it's not burning now. It happened a long
Feels
time
like
ago.
home.
You look around at a cemetery of such immense age that it's almost like a cemetery of a cemetery. Nobody's been buried here for ages. Yes, and yes, your mask would absolutely filter out that dust, um, and look a little extra creepy here. I mean, you are quite a striking figure already, but in this environment of the dead, yeah, Zedna cuts a fine figure in the darkness for sure. Although Ario looks like somebody's dropped a flower in the coal bin. You're like the only flash of color around.
He would change into a black balloon dress
Yeah.
with marigolds on it.
Okay.
pattern.
A place of death, huh? Yes, it is. It is absolutely.
Very inconspicuous. Yes, this is exactly yeah.
And down out of this dark, dusty sky comes an equally dark and equally dusty tornado. It's clearly moving of its own accord. There's no wind here, but it's moving back and forth across the landscape. As it comes close to you, the snoot of it sort of dips down and touches the ground, and as it lifts up, you see a cluster of about half a dozen zombies. A little further on, it touches again, and when it lifts again, you see a cluster of rats. They start to move towards you. May I have an initiative roll,
Initiative.
please?
Before initiative, could he change his makeup to a skull face?
Yep, that's a
Just because
yeah.
I'm one of you now.
Oh, there, I was
Please
like, where
don't
is
eat
my
me,
sheet?
zombies.
All right, let's see which dice. Oh, tonight's gonna go great. First roll.
Initiative.
Yep, Irie?
9.
9, okay. That's all right.
14.
Ario 14. Perfect. The rats go there. The zombies go there. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's everybody. All right. So with that, every movement here brings up dust. And you realize it's not all ash. A lot of it's ground bone. Like I said, this cemetery's been here so long. They're digging through the old to put in the new. It's just a beyond a land of the dead. Nothing is alive here except for the three of you. And of course, these rats. They start to boil towards you. You can see them coming like a wave. It's just rat over rat over rat over rat over rat. There's maybe even a king rat in there with a whole bunch of tails tied together, but it's moving as one big mass. It's not going to get to you, but it is heading directly for Zedna. Ario, you're next. So,
do we
cluster of rats, cluster of zombies.
do we have the new abilities?
Yes, you are. As you pull yourself up to your full height and prepare to, in your case, I don't know what, because yeah, as you pointed out, you weren't really physically powerful, but as you prepare to do so, you feel a surge through you, all three of you, and you feel more power, more skills, more abilities pouring into you.
So I start to build an area,
Yeah.
and my voice explodes in a surge of power,
Yeah.
a visible energy like a canary from DC,
Yeah.
or like the anime screams.
Yep.
With a sonic wave.
Yep.
I won't try to do it because I don't have the voice that
Please,
Ario has.
please don't. I'm
But,
wearing headphones.
yeah, but it's a high C, and mechanically it would be an Eldritch Blast,
Oh, okay. So
Eldritch
yeah.
Note,
Okay.
you
So
might
what are
say.
you shooting at? The
I
rats or
I'm
the
shooting
zombies?
at the zombies because I trust that my friend Zende, Zandia. Zandia. I'm bad with names. I'm very sorry, and so is Ario because Ario thinks he's the most important. So he's got both. One moment,
You are
Eldritch Blast,
level
and
10,
he's got
so
the lance
you get
on it. So
okay.
it has 30 feet.
Oh, you get
Or
yeah. We're not worried about range here. So,
yeah.
um,
Oh, and I'm sorry, Dex, because I rolled the damage. I rolled 7, but first I have to
and you're at
catch
level
them.
10 now, so that's two
Yeah.
Eldritch Blasts, right?
So it was be 17 to hit
Okay, for the first one,
the
yeah.
first one,
Mhm.
and the second one, uh, 24.
Those both
Both
definitely hit.
both at the zombies.
Okay.
And
And the
the,
damage,
the damage for the second one would be 10.
10. Okay,
The
and the damage
first
for the
one
first
was
one,
7.
7.
Yes.
Okay,
The
excellent.
first one was 7, the second one was 10.
So you
And
and
okay,
bones are blowing off of them in all directions. Bits are coming off. Two of them, I mean, they're not dead, but they're zombies, right? It doesn't take a lot.
I like this new gift. Thank you very much, my dear patron. And as a quick action, I feel that I'm lonely and my patron is the lovers. And I forgot to bring my pet raven, my white raven Aristoteles.
Yeah.
So I would use my quick action to summon him
Okay.
because now we are linked by the soul and he will
Yeah.
never
Fair
die.
enough. Yeah. So poof, he appears on your shoulder like a parrot.
Yes,
Okay.
on my shoulder,
Or on your
and
hat like a
he's
comedian.
starting to sing as well, and
Yeah.
he's got an amazing
Of
voice
course he does.
because it's special like me.
Zedna, the rats are coming right at you. What do you do? I love these because I mean, this is the person that designed the subclass, so they know the synergies they were looking for. They know exactly how they wanted this to work. So I'm one of this. I love this. Gonna cast one of your new spells. Yep. You feel yourself surge. You've been powerful in the past and weak in the past. You know the things go up and down. Shadow of Moil. And you're gonna just wade right into the middle of them. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Is that a save on their part then? Because that's the one that they start getting gobbled up by the shadows, right? Nope. No, not yet. Oh, okay. Pardon me. Getting ahead of myself. There isn't really a save to it. Okay.
It's when they attack, they take damage.
Ah, okay. It
I
heavily
also have
obscures
the
you.
spell, so
Okay. Inflamed like shadows. Yeah. Oh, so you just wrap up in these. Oh, beautiful. These
Mhm.
blackened, because we talked about this last week. Your color is black and red. So you are just wreathed in these shadows and just walk right into the middle of the rats. Yeah, I love it. And you'll go into more. Yeah. once we set it off. So so as soon as it's their turn, right? Excellent. All right. But before that, I know Irie went. Oh, I rolled a 9. And being a gamer, you would know that that's not very good. But you do get to go before the zombies. So, oh, you do it. Oh, sorry. Oh, but I don't have a bonus action to use here, so I end the turn. Okay, thank you. And Irie.
All right. So how many baddies we got?
There are 6 zombies coming towards you and Ario. 2 of them have been damaged, and the big tough lady just lit on fire and walked into a bunch of rats. So she seems to have that perfectly under control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So Irie's looking at this situation just like,
Oh, I don't really play COD, so I don't really want to deal with zombies, but uh, whatever.
and it's just gonna like pull up their game, and
Yeah.
they're just starting to play something.
Yeah.
But as they do, kind of like out of the camera, out of the front,
Yeah.
a arrow of ice kind of shoots out, and I'm gonna cast frostbite at one of the
Okay.
zombies.
One of the injured ones or
Uh, I'll take a uninjured one because
uninjured? Okay. Yeah.
if this hits, they'll get disadvantage on an
And
attack.
I saw
So.
Kalina typing something, but I looked away and I looked back and it's gone. So I don't know what it was. But yes. What's a fish going to do in this situation? I'm glad I made you back that up. So yes, Irie, you and that's an attack roll, right?
It's a con save.
Oh, con save. Okay. Zombie con. Sounds like a really bad place to go, Zombie con. Nope. Nope. No save. So yeah.
Okay. My save is a 16. I didn't know if it.
Yeah, they rolled a 6. I didn't have to ask.
Okay, okay. All right. So they're gonna take 2d6
Okay.
cold damage. Oh, that sucks. That'll be um 10 cold damage, and they have disadvantage on their next attack roll.
Okay. So yeah, you just the zombies are just like you because it's a nice attack, right? So it kind of hits and explodes, and their bones sort of freeze and shatter. They do that the frozen nitrogen rose thing, but somehow they keep stumbling towards you. But half of the zombies are now seriously wounded, but none of them mortally. But it is now the zombies' turn as they close in. That one you said is slowed down as well, right?
It'll no, the movement's fine. They just
Okay.
get a disadvantage on their attack.
All right. So in that case, we'll have that one try and attack you. No, that's a 4. So I don't care what they added to that. That's a miss. But there is one of the healthy ones comes after you as well. What's your AC?
It is 14.
Yeah. No. They missed as well. So just, but maybe it's the horns are putting them off. It's interfering with their reception or
Just-
something. Yeah.
They're actually just holding up one foot, like, hold on.
Pushing them away with your foot or whatever it is. But there are now the 2 wounded ones coming after Ario. What's your AC?
My AC, let me.
Generally speaking, stupid creatures, I have attacked a creature that attacked them
I
because
think it's 13.
13. Okay. Well, there's all the luck. Both of those hit.
Okay. Damage.
1d6 plus 1. So, yeah, they stumble towards you. One of them reaches out and just like it goes in at the lapel and doesn't come out till the belt. It's just a huge torn gash across you. That does 7 points of damage. And then they reach over with the other hand and kind of grab part of that and give it a shake, and that does 2 more. So a total of 9.
9 damage.
Yeah, between those two. Now
How
there's
dare you?
That's the
You
two wounded
knave.
ones. There's still one unwounded one. Now that you're just really offended by this as you bleed all over the place. No. You back up. How dare you? And you see the fingers of the other one just go right past the end of your nose, right past your finger. Like you could smell it. It was so close on the way by, but it missed you by that much.
That's what you should do. You should miss me, you smelly things.
Zedna, the rat's turn. I believe a thing happens now, right? Well, if they manage to... Oh, if they manage to hit you. Okay, gotcha. What is your AC? Rats. And their attacks are at disadvantage due to every obscurement. Right, okay. Never mind. Yep, they failed both. They failed both of those. Their two rolls added together didn't reach your AC. So I'm not rolling well tonight. But yes, the rats, they failed miserably to hit you. And then does anything else happen? I know they've missed you. Nope, because they missed. Gotcha. All right. It only kicks in if they hit. All right. That makes sense. So the rats are just bouncing off of your armor. Just ding, 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 ding. It's all just teeth and steel. Which takes us to Ario. You're muted. Cars, I'd be more worried.
I didn't expect to once more be me. So, being an actor at heart, he would use Mask of Many Faces to turn himself into a zombie, like full zombie makeup, like The Walking Dead, and he would try to cheat them, try to act like he's now one of them because he was scared.
Okay.
And I don't know if that would work because they are so stupid.
I love this idea. I love the idea.
But I wanted to do deception.
Yeah, deception. Okay, I was gonna do performance, but whichever one's better for you.
I can do performance. It's the same.
Okay, I'll give you here's I'm gonna present you with a choice. If all you want to do is pretend to be one of them, that'll be deception, and it'll be like like you said, they're pretty stupid. That would be fairly simple. Yeah. If you would like to try and trick them into doing something, that would be performance, and then you can, if you succeed, if you beat their the DC I've got in my head.
The plan is to go in the back, wait for them to get their guard down, and then next turn attack. But the roll was really bad. I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay.
So it's a 9.
Nope.
So they don't fall for it.
No, they do not.
They smell too good.
Yeah, you smell too good, and yeah, you're breathing and bleeding. So yeah, there's a couple of even with the disguise, it was challenging. But yeah, so yes.
So I have a quick action.
Yep.
So I would do Healing Word at first level because this is the only level I have.
Yep.
And I don't know how much you do for Healing Word because I want to Healing Word myself.
Yep.
Because I don't like.
Is it 1d6?
It's possible. One moment.
I know the one that you can cast at a distance is 1d4, right?
That's what Healing Word is.
That is Healing Word, right? Okay, so.
Yeah, so it's a d4.
1d6 roll.
At your level, yeah. Let's do that. Yeah.
Oh, it's only 1. So
I rolled a 5, so take 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not going to kill you guys in the second week. I want you to bleed lots, but I don't want to kill you. At least not this early in the fight. You're just getting started, really.
That's my turn because I won't move back because they would have an attack of opportunity.
And as if by magic, at the end of your turn, your camera shuts off. That's magical. I love it. Zedna. You stand amidst the rats, on fire. There are one swarm of rats. How many do you need it to be for what you want to do to work? I like to answer questions with questions. You needed to know because of melee attacks. Oh, okay. They're going to attack you as one unit. So if that helps, they only get one roll. So, Shadow of Moyle lets you attack at advantage. Okay, lovely. Yeah, makes sense because they can't. Yeah, they can't see you. Okay. So, and they are only rats. Their AC is not much. Highest roll was a 20. Yep, that, yeah, definitely, yeah. Even with Great Weapon Master, yep. Okay, so yeah, you just, in my head, you kind of turn it side. Oh, it's one-handed because yeah, that's one of your things. You kind of turn it sideways and just kind of, almost like a butter knife, you just kind of smear them as you strike. 22 slashing damage. Yep, okay. Yep. There is, oh, and assuming still alive ish. There might be still wiggling, but let's hear it. What happens to the one or two that are still alive? Oh, yeah, attack again. Okay, I love it. Okay, so yeah, you swing and slash through them, and the only thing left is an actual king rat. The tails are all stuck together in one lump. So you take a second swing at that. Look back and shout, you do need help.
Yes, very much, my dear friend, very much. But I have a plan, don't worry.
What did you roll? Bonus action. Oh, Blessing of the Raven Queen. Nice, nice, nice. And you'll use your movement as well to close the gap. Yep. Yep. Towards them. Yeah. So yeah, it's just there's the sort of magic blast out of your weapon, and all of these rats are just shattered into 1,000 tiny pieces. You turn around
Amazing.
and start to move towards these two.
Amazing, my dear. You're a gem.
We're just laughing with chat. The one Karis in chat, it says you'll know she's settling in when she tells you what she's facing instead of asking. It's yes, that's wonderful. Just a little joke that we know Kalina's getting comfortable when you get more confident, and that's what we're all looking forward to seeing. So,
Yes.
but all of you, please, please, please feel free to tell me what happened. I could work with anything you come up with. So we'll, yeah, that was your turn. Excellent. All right. So after Zedna, Irie, there's like big stinky zombies everywhere. They ripped Ario's guts half out.
It was only 7 points.
He now looks like a zombie, except he's bleeding and half the magic didn't work, so his face has got that weird sort of 80s art where it's half skeleton and half human.
Yeah, Irie is going to shuffle their feet together real fast.
Yeah.
And then kind of like crouch down a little bit.
Yeah.
And then is going to I'm flavoring this a little
Please,
bit. It's shocking grasp, but
Yep.
is they're also going to use mirthful leap at the same time and kick a zombie in the face, electrocuting them, and then
I
just
love it.
flip
Yep.
back out of like the way.
Oh, this is beautiful. Because yeah, when your feet are like you build up static energy in your fur.
Exactly.
I love it. All right, give me the and are you attacking the one that's already wounded? That you've wounded, the frozen one?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 19.
That definitely hits.
All right, so it's 2d8.
Do the over the head soccer kick.
All right, that'll be 12 damage.
Yeah. Yep.
And then they jump 5 feet in the air.
He's
Backward.
throwing up in the air. Yeah, he's a thumper. It's been everything I've got not to call you thumper all night, and you just made it that much harder. But yes, so yeah, you punt them in the face, and there's a zorting, popping sound, and they just every joint just comes apart, just tunk, and all the pieces fall to the ground. That one is absolutely deceased. Is that your turn? You are up in the
Yeah,
air.
I'm gonna stick to cantrips for now, so
Okay.
I'm gonna save my slots.
At the end of that, the set of bones that you just shattered stands back up and somehow doubles, and now there's two where there was one. At this point, you can see the tornado twisting and swirling in the background. It reaches forward again, touches down one more time, and as it pulls back, this time you can see the cloth wrappings, mummies. Thank goodness there's only two of them.
Oh, come on. You can't be using cheats. This isn't fair.
That's their turn. Zombies. The two damaged ones attacking Ario, right? If I remember
Okay.
correctly.
The one has
Oh.
minuses to his attack because he was frozen, or that was
No, that one's
another
dead.
thing?
So these are the two that were
Oh,
hanging
that
right in
one's
front of
dead.
you.
Okay.
The first one, again, the one that just missed you, misses again with the other arm, but as you back away from that, you feel exquisite pain as the hand drives into your back, like the claws of one of these zombies drives into your back, because it rolled a crit. So...
Next time I'm keeping my rose for myself. Bloody hell.
As you say that, a rose's worth of red blood squirts from your spinal region, and you take 10 more points of damage.
Wow. That's so low.
Irie and Zedna. Ario is looking like he's getting ready for his final curtain. I mean, I know he's not dead, but he's ripped across the front, he's ripped across the back, he's being surrounded by a wall of zombies. But first, Irie, you've got the two fresh ones in front of you. Oh, but they're fucking zombies, a 7 and a 3. It's just blood and... You're also 5 feet in the air, so it's a lot of... They can't quite reach you. Neither of them, and the other three have turned towards the approaching. I almost said charging, but that makes it sound like they're taking this seriously. The approaching Zedna. So we'll give these three to Zedna. All right, that's the zombies. The rats are ceased to be. They just came here, so they're gonna go in there. Okay. Which means Ario.
So
Oof. You might have crashed on stage, or you might have died on stage once or twice in your career, but
yes, once I did die for real, but I just played some chess with that, and
yeah.
I went back.
Well, you might want to be polishing up your chess game. What do you do to keep that from having to happen?
Yes,
You're not going to be immortal if you die today. That's the deal.
Yes, I got a spell called Expeditious Retreat. So that would be my quick action.
Okay.
But sadly, if I do that, I would have opportunity attacks. So I cannot run away. I thought that it was another spell, but oh well. I'm gonna cast it anyway.
Yep. Worst that could happen is one of them could hit you.
Yeah, and then for the spell I would choose, I would just scream because now I'm the fat lady and I'm gonna scream 2 times at the zombie who critted me with Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so that one was actually there's the two of them in front of you. Both of them already injured. So if you wanted, you could shoot one and then see if you killed it, and then shoot the other one
Okay.
if you want to do it that way. So yeah, your first roll.
So the first one would be a 10.
A 10. You are so lucky that they are zombies. Their AC is 8.
Yeah. So the damage would be 9.
Just enough. It had 8 left.
Goodbye, Bozo.
Okay.
And the second one would be also a 10 to hit.
Okay, that also
So
hits.
Also hits. And it's a 6.
That's 6, but it had 5. I'm not even kidding. So yeah, you
Yeah.
just Ario in a panic. It turns out you can fight. It's just sort of just like finger guns everywhere,
Yeah.
and stuff starts to die. There are still you actually just killed both of the ones around you. Is that the end of your turn?
I'm just trying to see about the rose. Is taking my rose back a free action? Because I
Yes,
really
I'll
need
do
it.
it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Iries flying.
so
They can just toss you. I'll give you
so
both a free.
I'm sorry I made my flower back.
and,
I need it more than you, it turns out.
and we do that scene in the anime where we see the rose going
Yeah, sure.
with
I've seen Sailor Moon.
yeah,
Ba-
a very
back
Sailor
to
Moon moment. Yes.
back to my hand, because now when I am attacked, and if I am if they hit me, I can push them back
Yep.
and deal for damage.
Okay.
So that's the end of
So
my
you
turn.
grab your rose back and you think to yourself, "I've got this. I've got this." And then the two zombies that you knocked down stand up, each one replicating. So now there's 4 healthy zombies where there were just 2 dead ones.
Oh, come on. Can I try to move back?
Yes, you still got a movement. Yep.
Yeah.
They're out of
So
reaction. So
I'm just trying to
you
run
expeditiously retreated. So you're
Yeah.
once this all happened, you are gone
But,
down the road.
they
So
have an opportunity attack, I think.
I took them earlier and they missed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm running. Run away! Run
just,
away!
just the dust, just a bloody dust cloud running through down through the cemetery. That's Ario. Zedna. 3 zombies walking right up to you. There's 4 more chasing Ario slowly. I mean, they go 20 with his expeditious retreat. He's going like 90, but they are plodding after him. And Irie stands in the middle with the 2 that just stood back up. So, trying to assess the situation. It appears that they're not doing this themselves. The zombies are not resurrecting or reanimating themselves. The tornado's doing it.
All I can feel.
I like how you stopped in the middle of a word. It's, okay, that changes shit. Yes. This is for anybody that hasn't figured it out yet. We're playing Magic the Gathering, and you guys just saw the player in the tornado. So you're playing against the black deck, where nothing stays dead. Nothing ever stays dead, except the rats. The rats were the only thing that didn't come back. Still going to use Blessing of the Raven Queen to place yourself between Ario and the zombies. Yeah, so it's just.
Ario OTL, thank you.
But you're going, you're like on super speed, so it's like ding, as you run by. And an Eldritch Blast into the tornado. All right, give me a roll. It's going to be quite difficult. What you realize is the more creatures are out here, the harder it is to hit the thing in the tornado. But let's find out. You fired, and again, 2 Eldritch Blasts because you guys are at level 10, right? So what did you roll? How do you beat a black deck? Don't fight it. Go after the boss. 16 and a 17. Oh, The first one hits the tornado and spins up in the tornado. The second one, change that. The second one hits and it looks like it's going to do the same thing, and then it pierces the tornado and goes inside. You have advantage on this, still due to the heavy obscurement. Yeah. Oh, so pardon me. That was a roll and a roll with advantage. So it was the advantage was 17, or was that two different rolls, and you have advantage on one of them?
Because you have two Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So 17.
Oh,
So yeah.
good.
So yeah, in that case, the first one hits. I like that. It hits and it kind of wraps around and then it finds its way in. The second one just pops through and goes inside. So roll me damage on both of those, please. And we talked about it before. You did your Eldritch Blasts are the red and black fire, like your color, right? Yes, whatever's in the tornado is resurrecting the zombies. Exactly. Yeah. Shout to Ario and Airi. Yeah. Aim for the tornado.
Thank you for the information. You're really good at this.
Sentences you can say in a game, but not in real life. and your turn. So the two shots dive in. What was the damages? Sorry, I didn't see the damage on either one of the rolls.
Probably rolling.
But while we get that, the next is the mummies. They are stumbling towards you. Irie, I think you're the only person that's still standing still. You can walk faster than they can shuffle.
Yeah, I have a speed of 35.
Yeah, they got a speed of 20. So with that information, and you see what they're doing, and Zedna has yelled out, "Attack the tornado," and then shot into it, and it's like somehow it hurt the tornado. You can tell.
Mm-hmm.
But sorry, Kalina, I still haven't seen the damage rolls from the two Eldritch Blasts because they both hit. But yeah, what do you do, Irie?
How far is the tornado from me?
In range.
Like, but what do you mean, like in range?
If you're worried about the range of a spell, don't be, is what I mean.
I want to be
Don't
up
worry, roll
next
it
to
now.
the.
Yep, easy. Yep, you did. Yeah. This is all
Okay,
theater
well-
of mind. 10 and a 7, perfect. Thank you.
Because what I was wanting to do.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because thanks to I want to show off lovely Kalina's stuff. we
Yes,
get.
please. That's yes.
And
Do
so Irie is gonna jump straight up into the air again.
Yep.
6 feet this time.
Okay.
And then Misty Step over the top of the tornado, and then using their foot again, just do another shocking grasp, but just
Oh
down straight
wow!
into
So
the
you want
tornado.
to actually go in the tornado with the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. Yeah,
Just
you guys are
straight
taking this
down.
wole anime thing to a new level. I absolutely
Oh
love
hell
this.
yeah!
So,
Hell yeah! You said
Jackalope-
anime?
So the jackalope leaps up into the air and jumps into the tornado. The two of you lose sight completely of what's going on. Irie, roll me to hit, because are you doing the same attack as before?
Yeah.
To kick him in the face and zap him with the electronics?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, with my shocky.
Your
furry feet.
wool socks at Christmas and the carpet zapping your nephews, right? That's
And that's a nat 20, baby.
Oh wow! You
Yeah,
come down
boy.
with the people stumper. The foot comes down. They look up. You see just in time to see every gamer nerd ever that's been at any convention ever. I'm not going to paint the face for you. I'm going to let you do that for yourself. But that's who you're playing against. And then
Irie just
bam,
coming
the
down.
giant foot of Bunny Justice.
I hate stereotypes.
Roll me
So,
some damage as you kick
that's gonna be.
Gamer
How do you
Boy
how do you
in a
do
face.
how do
Um,
you do
I
that 20s?
usually roll two of the roll like if double the number of dice.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if I'll roll 4d8.
Yep. And if any of them are really shitty, let me know because we fix that.
First natural 20 of this campaign. Congrats.
Is it? I thought we had one. I thought Zenda rolled one before. Oh no, I rolled one
Um,
earlier tonight against Ario.
And also, thanks
Oh, yeah.
to my lovely Pact of the Tome extra stuff that I
Yeah.
get to add my charisma to this. So that's
Oh.
20 lightning damage.
Oh. So the foot comes
Straight to
down
the
right in
head.
the face, just poof, and then there's the zorting, zapping, popping sound of an angry jackalope who has just had enough. It's a huge bang, just like huge bang. All the little pins that they've got from previous conventions that they've been at are arcing back and forth. They're the only reason that they're alive is that they got rubber soled shoes, practical rubber soled shoes. But
And
and actually that's not true.
they
They're still well over half, but they take one hell of a jolt.
yeah, and they can't take reactions. So
Oh
Irie is
wow!
gonna use their 35 feet to or I
Yep.
guess like 29 feet since they jumped 6 feet
Well,
up.
yeah,
But
you're in the thing though. So do you want to go out of
Oh,
that, or do you want to stay in there with them? By the way,
is
they can't
is it
take
hard to get out?
reactions is crippling. That's all they do is react. They don't get any actions. So even though you're in there with them, they can't hit you back. That was the weak spot on them. So well done. This might be a shorter episode than normal, but yeah. So you staying in
So
or?
does it take extra movement to get out?
No, you would just be moving. If you move out, you won't be able to see them again if you wanted to do any sight spells.
Okay, I mean, I think it mostly doesn't want to be in there to be hit,
Sure.
so they will just jump back out a couple feet,
Yeah,
and
easy.
then if they need to, they will just run
Just
back in
boing and land on the
boing!
outside. Perfect. Every time you do something, I just hear boing, boing,
Boing!
boing. Every time Ario does something, I hear the swelling orchestra in the background.
Yeah.
And every time Zedna does something, I hear armor moving. Just clank, clank. Just like the inevitable oncoming doom of armor. It's wonderful. My head's fun. Anyway, that was Irie. The zombies pointlessly follow after you guys. I mean, they cannot catch you. The only reason you should ever fight zombies is because you choose to. But yeah, plus if you kill them, they're gonna double up. So I'm assuming you guys are just kind of leading them on this big long, like a conga line of zombies following after you. Ario.
Ario's running, but he's dancing while running. So his quick action would be dash and doing this to the zombies.
Just taunting them and keeping them focused on you. Perfect. Yep.
Yes, but when Zenidia said that attack the tornado, he would take his new most powerful spell.
Yep.
And try to cast blight on the tornado.
Okay.
So it's 98 because I cast it higher and it's
con save?
Con save 16. The damage is 29 if he saves.
29, it's half. Okay. So yeah, you cast
24.
You cast it in and you could see it get sucked up into the tornado and go inside. And you can hear the sort of you can hear damage happening, but it's not as much as you had hoped. They made their save.
Yeah.
So
it's still 14 damage.
14, yeah, okay. So yeah, you still hear the sound of things coming apart. I mean, it's a tornado, and all of a sudden it kind of sounds like a tornado. It sounds like part of a house came apart in there. But it was actually the bad guy.
Yeah, and that's all my spell slots for today.
Yep.
And he is still running, dashing away from the zombies.
I love warlocks.
Quick action.
I can do two things, and then it's just ping, 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 ping for the rest of the day. Speaking of two things, though, Zedna, your Ario's easily got all the zombies conga lining off into the distance. So you are free to do whatever you wish. Yeah, Ario is in no danger as long as he doesn't stop to take a bow.
That's tempting.
Charge towards the tornado. Just for the first time, we see serious intent. And in my head, it's just building up. It starts slow, like a cavalry charge, and then boom, 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 boom. The lines start coming out behind you in the art. Blessing of the Raven Queen, and then oh, I love that. You do that thing where you run into and then you just disappear, and then they cut to inside the tornado, and you appear from nowhere inside the tornado, and use a new cantrip. Yep. So you're inside with them. The 2024 version of something cool. Oh, True Stick, I wanted to see this because somebody said they finally made it useful. It's one of those spells that always looked good on paper until you realized that it took a full action, and then you were hosed. So yeah.
They were
So
like, "Hey, you can have advantage next
next
time."
time, by giving up an attack this time, say, wait a minute, I don't gain anything there. I roll 1 dice now and 1 dice then, or I roll 2 dice then. There's no benefit. Oof. A 26? Yep. Absolutely, positively. Slams into the being inside. Again, this being inside you can see is that gamer person. It was going to be a really serious demon looking guy, but this is just funnier. So 30 radiant damage. Wow. Ario and Irie, you guys are outside the tornado, and you watch. It's like a strobe light goes off inside. It's just. It's almost like a shockwave of light. It's like booming blade. Okay, yeah, nice. Okay, and when you hit it, can either be the normal damage or radiant. Okay. Oh, so you choose. Wow. Yeah. So inside, you bring that blade down, and it's just into the shoulder, through the collectible T-shirt, and in through the collectible chain that they're wearing underneath, right through their Tamagotchi. They drop to one knee and reach up to you, giving you their very best sort of person in distress. Please don't kill me. And you hear them mutter, "Mercy." Mummies do nothing.
No mercy for undead.
No mercy for the undead. We're probably going to finish this very, very shortly here, but Irie, outside, you got the bad luck of fighting someone who served the Raven Queen. I had to laugh myself. And I'm just going to drive the true strike through them. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. So outside, Irie and Ario, you hear this voice, the voice of a true warrior, because neither one of you could really put that on your resume up until like 10 seconds ago. But but you hear.
Whenever I am the warrior of Hyrule,
Tell that to my level 600 character prick. As long as we don't run out of
I
batteries.
beat all the Diablos. Suck it.
Wait a minute. When a rabbit does this, does it mean something different? At higher levels, you just get an extra d6 radiant, regardless of what type of damage. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's really cool. Okay, but I have delayed the inevitable enough. Zedna, you drive it forward into them, and they're almost gone, and you lean, and they're, and you lean some more, and you just watch the lights go out. Outside, Irie and Ario, you watch the tornado drops. Zedna falls out of it with this wreck on the end of her sword and kind of slams to the ground. As that happens, all the zombies, all the mummies, all just fall turn into cards, and fall on the ground. The voice in the clouds, the voice you know, your patron, says, the next one's going to have to be considerably harder. But that's just me
Maybe
leaking into the
not.
game. Sorry. I heard
No,
one person last week in the tutorial. I only heard one person this week in round 1. So yeah, I got you guys are tough at level 10. So yeah.
Ario's looking up. Maybe not.
Yeah, Ario's bleeding all
And
over
the
the place.
camera turns
What do you
off.
mean? But I know it was a
Was that
really short
supposed
session.
to be hard?
Scratching
It's
your
like itching your ear.
Yeah, itching your ears. So yes, the battle is won. But this time, just happy you got to use a new True Strike. Yeah, that's
was
I love
amazing.
that because we got to see that. Hello, camera keyboard, and also it was really
Roll
nice to
camera.
see. It was very nice to see Irie get a chance to use the class special stuff too. So you've got 4 more rounds at level 10, so you're gonna have lots of time to do the stuff. But you finished this one in a heartbeat. The black deck from Magic the Gathering didn't stand a chance once you figured out that the way to fight them is to not kill them. Irie did really well. Yeah, absolutely. So, speaking of that, the 3 of you are now done. You won. But this is that moment that they never really show in the movies. You don't go for shawarma after your first ever fight, right? And this is your first real fight. Even Ario's only had the tutorial before this.
Ario would just dump off for all for healing in himself.
So let's start with
4.
let's start with Ario. I'm assuming at this point you kind of lose your energy and sort of drop to one knee in the dust and the
Yes.
dirt and the filth in this cemetery, bleeding from
And
the
he
front,
would
bleeding from the
just
back. The
use
shock
the
starts
rest.
to wear off, and you're starting to heal yourself. But
He would just heal,
yeah,
heal.
doink, doink, doink,
Yeah.
as much as he can. But what's going on inside Ario's head? Now that you realize what you're up against, how fatal this could be.
Yeah, but if you don't don't take risk, you don't drink champagne. He went against some really bad people that he stole from, and he cannot come back from where he lived, and he doesn't want to. So it's worth the risk. He
Okay.
wants to take it. He's not happy at the moment, but he's willing to go
Willing to fight.
for the full right. Yeah, willing to fight and win. He will win. There is no other option.
Yeah. Irie. It's different when it's not in the Game Boy. What is the, or is it? Or is it? Or is it? Yeah.
Is it though?
What are their thoughts?
Irie's just kind of like standing there, looks at the dead guy on the on the ground. It's just like,
These graphics are awesome. Hey, um, can I get your guys? I know you told me your names already, but I do not remember. I need you and
and they like hold out their like game system or like,
I need you to make profiles.
Ario Suprosa, I don't know what the profile is. Look the body.
You just put your name in there, and then you won't die.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Both his names.
Yes, and Zedna. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have some insurance. Yes, very very good point. So the 2 of you put your information in there, but as you're doing it, Zedna, I mean, this is yeah, you add your name in as well. But for Zedna, this was kind of just a day in the life, right? Or was it? You tell me. The chorus is laughing so hard they're coughing. Sorry, you just finished coughing after weeks of being not well. But how about a little rest before whatever comes next? And I'm going to cast, Galder's Tower. All right. And now you have a 4-story tower. Oh, 3 bedrooms, 1 for each of you. Yep. And a washroom inside plumbing which is like the toilets inside and the hall goes outside. A garderobe, as they used to refer to it. I love this. Now, but I need you to tell me one thing. As we start to fade out, the camera comes out, the anime camera comes out of the tower and looks at the cemetery, and it's all sort of blacks and grays and a little bit of bone white here and there, and in the midst of it stands this 4-story tower. What color is it? What does it look like?
Ario would be amazed. And like, thank you, thank you, thank you. He would start to bow to you. This is amazing.
Because in my head, no problem. But I reserve rights to be alone when I'm, when I'm in the washroom.
Of course,
there's a door. Yeah.
Washroom privileges. You are the queen here. No,
So,
I hate queens.
Is
You
this
are the
tower
mistress.
is this tower a splash of light and color in the darkness? Is really what I'm asking in a leading fashion. Because whatever it looks like, while you type, I'm going to add to it. It says it's made out of stone, wood, or other similar materials. So, yep. So beautiful. So, this beautiful tower that you've built, delicate and gentle, yet strong and powerful, it starts to rain. Except it's not rain, it's cards. Tens of thousands of cards. Little tiny. You pick them up and look at them. They're little tiny tarot cards. Raining down from the sky. And as it continues to do so, the three of you, Ario in particular, as you're sort of maybe getting a little tired from healing yourself,
Yeah, definitely. He
you
will go
feel
to
a
sleep.
wave pass through you. And technically speaking, you just had a long rest. Your patron, you can feel your patron's joy at your success, their pleasure at your sacrifice, in particular Ario. And in return for that, on top of what they've promised you, they heal you, recharge your magic, seeing as how they are the source of it. So you get all your
Ario
spell
would
slots
say,
back.
I'm happy you're happy. But that was hard. Thank you for noticing our hard work.
And as the rain of tarot continues to fall, we pan up, above. We come off. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's going to look, it's looking sort of, very delicate outside, but there are reasons. But as we pan away from that, the camera zooms up, and through that ceiling, through that roof, through the sky, and pans around at a table. The original table we saw at the start of the first game. And your patron is shuffling their deck and grinning. They're more solid now. You can see the outlines of a mouth and maybe the hint of eyes. The person in the second seat has got their arms crossed over their chest and they're leaned back. They look angry. But they take the deck they played with off the table, slam it on the ground, take another deck that looks just like it, and slams it on the table and says, "Again!" The third person at the table just laughs. And that is where we will drop the curtain on tonight. Oh, you guys made real short work of that fight. I will make the future ones more difficult. It's a good thing all four of you weren't here tonight. My goodness. But I would have had to just add more stuff. I've got stuff to add. I just didn't add I didn't add any more. It was too late by the
This is
time I
what
realized.
happens when you add Gamer Supreme.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Well, you all, and that's I wanted to, this perfect segue because I wanted to do the thank yous, and yes, Irie brought that wait a minute, how hard could reality be? It's just like games, but I'm the joystick sort of thing, like the refusal to be. you're nonplussed, right? You refuse to be put off by this. You're just going to do the thing because you are ultimate gamer. I love it. It's we'll see how long that lasts.
Gamers love challenge.
Yes. Brill. Ario is so much fun. Just watching this in my head, I know they're a warlock, but in my head they're just this bard who's just
totally
they're for the first time in their life they're hurt. They're gonna have scar tissue. They worked today. They sweated today. They fought.
Yeah.
It's just not cool. You're supposed to sing songs and get free beer, right?
No, but
So-
he did a lot of sweating,
yeah,
dancing, acting.
Yeah.
It's very
but
sweaty
not the
work,
not the
but
same. Yeah.
no real wounds.
And then
Not like
perhaps
this.
a little bit of embarrassment at having to ask for your rose back. Maybe just a touch.
Yes.
We'll let you think about that.
Yeah, he thought that he would be the great support to everybody, but no, everybody is so good at this, and I am just an artist. I need this.
Ario discovers that there's no such thing as a frontline bard. That's
Definitely. Definitely.
Bouncing, hopefully
great
with
fun.
joy in the corner. Kalina, I'm loving this game. The abilities that you gave these subclasses are wonderful. You guys work together with them. There's this nice combination in this game of serious and fun. I love watching you play because you are one of those incredibly competent D&D 5e players that knows the shit. Like, you know the what to do and when to do it. You know how to build synergies. It's really cool because we do so much heavy role play on this channel that I sometimes forget that it's a separate skill, putting together these characters and using them in a synergistic way to get a good effect out of them. So thank you for all of that. Thank you for this character subclass. Thank you for agreeing to play with us again and again. And I appreciate that you came back this week. Some folks don't.
You are wonderful for it.
But I really enjoyed your role playing. Zedna is just competence incarnate. She's just so good at what she does. It's just
Zedna is
next.
a beast.
Next problem. And if anybody can be a frontline warlock, you're it. Having already died once, tend to set your priorities. Yeah, get your priorities straight. Fair point. Yeah, I love it. So we've got this wonderfully competent fighter, this gamer that hasn't quite figured out that real life can kill you, and this performer who just figured out today that he's not on stage. Right. So all that, and we're only 2 episodes in. So with that, thank all three of you.
So much character development.
Oh, so much. So thank you to all 3 of you. Thank you to everybody in chat tonight. It's 2 hours early. It's Friday. There was a lot of other things you could have been doing, but you didn't. You hang out here with us. So thank you. So good to see you again, Karis in particular. Shout out. But
Roses to you.
Roses to you. Absolutely. Also, anybody that watched the VOD, hello, thank you for watching all the way to here. And if you watched it on YouTube and got all the way to here, please do the things in the corner, the bell thing and the thumb thing and all that thing, because we're going to assume you watched it, because otherwise you couldn't find the off button.
Thump that like button.
Thump the button, yes.
And ring the bell.
And ring the bells and thump the buttons. And tell us what we did. Please put a comment in there. Let us know how you liked it. It makes a big difference to us and to the algorithm.
Yes, give thanks to the almighty patron of YouTube, the algorithm. It's an eldritch patron. Nobody understands it.
But with that, the only thing left is the important bit. I know it was really short tonight. I feel slightly guilty, but you guys kicked their ass, so I'll just make next week's tougher. But until next time, please be nice to each other.
Good night, everybody.